Hello guys, I hope you all are doing good. I am Vaishali Kikan and we are discussing the digital circuits. Today in this video we are going to talk about subtractor. First of all we are going to see what is a subtractor, its introduction, and then we will see in detail. We are going to analyze the half subtractor and full subtractor. We are going to design both of them, right? So let's start our discussion with the subtractor. What is a subtractor? Subtractor is again a fundamental unit of the digital computer. We require a basic operation, that is subtraction, in the digital computer, and for that we require subtractors, right? So we have the basic operation in the subtraction. Like if I have two bits, 0 minus 0 will give me 0. If I subtract 1 from 0, I will get 1. But here I will be having a borrow also, which is 1. 1 minus 0 will give 1 and 1 minus 1 will give me 0. So this is the basic operation that we have, and for that we will be having the half subtractor as well as full subtractor. So let's start our discussion with the half subtractor first of all. The half subtractor will be having two input A and B, where A is the minuend bit and B is the subtrahend bit, right? So how I can make the block diagram of the half subtractor? So I am representing half subtractor with HS, right? So here we have two inputs, right? So first input is A, second input is B. A is the minuend bit and B is the subtrahend bit. I will get two output. First output over here is the difference, and the second output over here is the borrow, right? So here I will have two input and two output. Now coming to the truth table. So when I have two input, so I will be having all the possible combination as 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, right? So now making the outputs. So when I have two inputs as 0 0, so 0 minus 0 will give me difference as 0 and the borrow also is 0. 0 minus 1 will give me difference as 1 and also borrow is 1. When higher bit is subtracted from the lower bit, I have to have a borrow. I will get over here 1 0. 1 0 minus 1 will be equal to 1. Now 1 minus 0 will be equal to 1, and here no borrow is required. 1 minus 1 is 0, no borrow is required. Now coming to the K-map simplification. Now I have two outputs, difference and borrow. For the difference I will make a K-map, right? So here I will be having A and B in the K-map, right? So here we have A as 0 1, B as 0 1, right? So now let's fill the values. When A and B both are 0, output is 0. So A 0 B1 output is 1, A1 B0 output is 1, and both are 1, output is 0, right? So now I can represent this as, this is my difference. Difference is represented as A bar B plus A B bar, which is equal to A XOR B. Now coming to the borrow. Again I have A and B, right? So I'm going to put the borrow over here. For AB 0 0, it is 0. For 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 1 0. So you can see I have made the K map, and from here I have only 1 1, which is represented as A bar B. So now I can make the logic diagram. So here we have the difference as A XOR B. So I will use an XOR gate for the difference. I have two inputs A and B. For the borrow, again I have two inputs, but first input is A bar. So and for that I have used an inverter over here. Here I will get A bar and here I will get B. So A bar B I will get over here, and here I will get A XOR B. So the difference and borrow are found out, right? Coming to the half subtractor using NAND gates. Using the NAND gates also I can make a half subtractor. So here you can see I have to first make an XOR gate, and for the XOR gate you can see I will use I require A bar, I require B. B is sent over here and it is sent to the NAND gate. So here I will get A bar B whole bar. Similarly, I will get A B bar whole bar. Both of them are again sent to a NAND gate. So here I will get A bar B whole bar multiplied with A B bar whole bar whole bar. So which is my A XOR B. So from here I will get the difference. And for the borrow I require A bar into B. So right over here I have A bar. Right, so I will take the A bar from here and I will take the B from here. I will use NAND gate. This is my A bar B whole bar. Right, I require A bar B, and for that I will use a inverter. So here I will get A bar B double bar. So it is equal to A bar B, which is my borrow. So I hope you understood how I have made the half subtractor using the NAND gate. What I have done, I have made the A bar using this inverter which I had previously used. So here I was having A bar, I had used the same A bar for the borrow also that I had made for the difference. Now coming to the limitation. The limitation is that when I have just 2 bits, I have just minuend and the subtrahend bit, then I can easily use the half subtractor. But now if I have the borrow from the previous bit also, if I have minuend bit, subtrahend bit and a previous borrow also, then I cannot use the half subtractor. That time I have to use a full subtractor. So in the full subtractor we have 3 input A, B and B in. Right, so if I make a block diagram, so I am making a full subtractor over here. So I have 2 inputs as A and B, the 2 bits minuend and the subtrahend bits, and one more input, that is the previous borrow, which is B in. The output over here is the difference, and the second output we are getting is B out. Right, so this is how we will get the block diagram of the full subtractor. Now the 3 inputs are there, A, B and B in. So all of the possible combination are 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1. Right, so now here you can see the previous borrow is 0, A and B are 0, the difference is 0, the B out is 0. The previous borrow is 1, both A and B are 0, so that time I will get the difference as 1 and the borrow as 1. Right, so because the previous borrow was 1, I will get the difference of the 2 bits. Right, so previous borrow is represented over here, so the previous borrow can be represented over here, and I will subtract the 1 from A. I subtract. So how I am going to deal with it? Right, I subtract B from A, I subtract B in from the subtraction. So I am going to get A minus B, and from the result I am going to subtract B in. Right, so A minus B over here is 0, and 0 minus B in. 0 minus 1 will give me borrow as 1 and difference as 1, that I know. Right, so now coming to the next case, over here we have 0 1 0. 0 minus 1 give me borrow 1 and borrow 1 and the difference also 1. Right, again here we have 0 minus 1 and the borrow also 1. So 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1 will give me 1 as the difference and 1 as the borrow. Right, now I have a previous borrow also, which is also subtracted from the difference. So difference now becomes 0 and borrow remains 1. So in this case difference 0, borrow 1. Right, so in this case 1 minus 0 is 1 and the previous borrow was 0, so 1 minus 0 is 1 only. So 1 and the borrow is 0. So 1 minus 0 again is 1, right, and here the previous borrow was 1, which is subtracted, so the difference becomes 0, borrow becomes 0. 1 minus 1 is 0, right, and the previous borrow was 0, so here both are 0. Now 1 minus 1 is 0, which is now here the previous borrow was 1, which is subtracted, so over here I will get both difference and borrow as 1. So I hope you understood how I have made the difference and the borrow, and now with the help of these, what I am going to do, I am going to make the K-map. So first of all, I am going to make the K-map for the difference. Here I have 3 inputs, so I am going to make a K-map like this. right? So here I have A, which is 0 and 1. Here I have BC, 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0, right? And now for the borrow also I will make a K map. Here I will have A, which is 0 and 1, BC as 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0, right? So let's fill out the values, right? So here we have the difference. We have first minterm as 0, second is 1, third is 1, fourth is 0, then we have 1 0 0 1. Now coming to the borrow. For borrow we have 0 1 1 1 0 0 0 1. So this is my borrow, right? So now I can represent the difference as all of them are the isolated ones. Any one of them cannot be paired. So I can represent like this. So all of them have to be represented alone. So this one is A B bar C bar plus this one is A bar. Now we have B bar C plus this one is A B C plus this one is my A bar B C bar. Similarly here I will get borrow. For borrow I am going to make a pairs, right? So you can see here 3 pairing is possible. So now these 2 pairs can be represented as A is 0 for both of them. So A bar. Now if I see B, B is changing as 0 1, C is same, so A bar C. Now here you can see it is BC, right? So now here we will be having 1 and 1, right? So 1 and 1 can be represented over here as A bar and here we will be having B, right? So now if I represent C, what is C over here? C is B in, right? So let's replace C with B in. So difference can be represented as A B bar B in bar plus A bar B bar B in plus A B B in plus A bar B B in bar. Similarly, borrow can be represented as A bar B in plus B B in plus A bar B, right? So now I hope you understood how I have made the logic for D and the B, right? After that I will make a logic diagram. First of all, let's make the logic diagram of, let's suppose I am making the logic diagram of D first of all. So here I will have A B bar B in bar. So all of these are taken, all of them are sent to an AND gate, right? Then we have A bar B bar B in. Again all of these are sent to the AND gate, right? Then we have A B B in. Again all of these are sent to the AND gate. Then we have A bar B B in bar. All of these are sent again to the AND gate. Now all of these are sent to the OR gate for the addition. So this is the difference. This is how I can make the logic diagram of the difference. Now for the borrow we have A bar B in, both of them are sent to the AND gate. Then B and B in, both of them are sent to the AND gate. Then A bar and B, both of them are sent to the AND gate. Now all of them will be sent to the OR gate, right? So here I will get the borrow. I hope you understood how I have made the logic diagram for the difference and the borrow. So difference is looking somewhat complicated, so I am going to simplify this. What I am going to do, I am going to take B in bar common from first and the last term. I will be having A B bar plus A bar B common, plus if I take B in common from second and the third term, so I will be having A bar B bar plus AB, right? So I can represent it as B in bar A B bar plus A bar B is A XOR B plus B in A bar B bar plus AB is A XNOR B, right? So now here we will be having B in bar A XOR B plus B in A XNOR B is A XOR B complement. So here we have B bar into A XOR B, here we have B and A XOR B bar. So I can represent it as the XOR of B in XOR A XOR B. Right? So it was same like we had done the calculation for the sum in the previous case for the adders, right? Now here for the logic diagram, if I have A, if I have B, if I have B in, right? All of them I am going to take and I am going to send all of them to XOR gate, right? Here I will get the difference. Right now for the borrow I must have A bar, right? So for A bar I am going to take A, I am going to send it to the inverter. So this is my A bar. I am going to multiply it with B in. So I am going to take B in, multiply it with the help of AND gates, right? So here I have used a AND gate, right? After that what I require? B and B in, right? So I require B in and B, both of them are multiplied with the help of AND gate, right? Now after that I require A bar and B. So A bar is taken from here and B is taken, right? B is taken from here. I will multiply both of them and here I will add all of them, right? Here I will get borrow, right? So in this manner you can make the logic diagram. Now after the logic diagram I can make the full subtractor using two half subtractor. And now how to make a full subtractor using two half subtractor? So now here if I make the half subtractor was like this. So first I will make two half subtractors. So here I have XOR gate, AND gate. Again I have XOR gate, AND gate, right? So now here I have two input as A and B. Both of the inputs are sent to the XOR gate. Now here A is taken, A is inverted and this inverted part is sent to the AND input, right? So now here I will get A bar into B, right? This XOR is sent over here and the third input is B in. If I take B in over here and also B in over here and this XOR over here, right? So now here I will get what was the thing I am getting over here? A XOR B, right? Now here I am getting B in XOR A XOR B, right? So this is my difference directly, right? Now here I have A bar B. What I am going to do? It is sent over here with the help of inverter, right? So now here we have A bar B over here. This output is taken, A bar B is taken, both of them are added with the help of OR gate. So here I will get the borrow, right? So what I am getting over here? Here I am getting A XOR B bar, which is A XNOR B, right? And it is now multiplied with B in. It is multiplied with B in. And here I am having addition with A bar B. So let's understand this. So we have A XNOR B, which is multiplied with B in, now added with A bar B. This A bar B can be represented as A bar B multiplied with 1 and this one is B in bar plus B in, right? One can be represented as some variable X bar plus X. It will always be 1. So B in bar plus B in will be 1. So A XNOR B is A bar B bar plus AB multiplied with B in plus A bar B multiplied with bean bar plus bean. Right, so now let's open all of them. So here I am going to get A bar, B bar, bean plus A, B, bean plus A bar B, bean bar plus A bar B, bean. So now let's put all of them in the K-map and then we will verify it from the K-map of the borrow. So this is A0, 1. And here I will be having B and bean. Right? So we will be having 0, 0, 0, 1. I will write over here 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Let's put the values. Now here we will be having A bar, which means at the upper row. Now B bar into bean, it is 0, 1. So 0, 1 is this. So here I will be having 1. A, B, bean. So all of them are 1. It is here. Right? So here we will be having A bar and B, bean bar. So here we will be having 0. A is 0. And then we have 1, 0. For 1, 0 we have this. So here we have A0 and 1, 1. It is this. So now you can consider the K-map over here and the K-map over here. Both of them are same. So which means it is the borrow. Right, so now here I am getting borrow and here I am getting difference. So this is how I can make a full subtractor using 2/2 subtractor. Right, if you are asked to make the full subtractor using the NAND representation, what you are going to do, you are going to replace these AND gates with the NAND gate and this OR gate with the NAND gate. Simply here also you are going to replace these AND gates with the NAND gate and this OR gate with the NAND gate and you will get the full subtractor using NAND representation. I hope you understood all of the things that I have discussed so far. If you have any doubt, you can put the doubt in the comment and I will try to resolve your doubt as soon as possible. I hope you like this session. If you like it, please push the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends and also give me your feedback. Don't forget to download our mobile app and also you can access the notes from there. And I hope you are going to meet me soon in the next class. Thank you so much.